Yes.
Right now, I think it's still like,
I think it's like still 40.
oh no, it's 52. Yeah, 52.
That still feels cold
Still,
though.
yeah, and it's windy,
Yeah.
but it's sunny.
Yeah. But tomorrow's Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Hey.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Who's interested in watching the Super Bowl tomorrow? I know what I'm interested in.
I'm interested in seeing the game and
I don't
Bad
even
Bunny.
know
I
who's
want to see
playing.
Bad Bunny.
I want to see Bad
Oh,
Bunny.
Bad Bunny
Yes.
in the house.
Yes, I want to
Mm-hmm.
see Bad Bunny
This is the
Mm-hmm.
Positive Forces Show, always giving you more, sending you positive
to
vibes.
change your lives.
I'm your host, Kimon
And
Hall.
I'm your co-host, Yola.
And I'm Dee, the one to help you on your journey through life.
Yay, in the house.
Yay!
Everybody doing well, y'all said.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't complain. Most time I say I could, but what's the point?
What's the point? Who's
That's
gonna
how I feel
listen?
today.
You know we'll listen. Oh my God. Let's open up with prayer. And then is there a Yoli's thought of the day?
A little one,
Yeah. All right.
maybe. It's coming to me as we speak.
Okay. Let's go.
So, Heavenly Father, thank you, Lord, for bringing us together today here on the Positive Forces Show. Lord, help us to make our tongues responsible. Help us, Lord, to say things that emulate who you are. Thank you, Lord, for everything that you do for us. Thank you, Lord, for guiding us, for watching over us, for blessing us, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for all the love that you give us, Lord, and continue to bless us and walk with us in everything. Remind us, Lord, to put you first and to always come to you in prayer. I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Big up yourself. You choose radio.com. You choose Radio Family and Reggae Global Radio. We want to say thank you for always supporting our show and listening to us each and every Saturday from 4 to 5 p.m. and on Sundays from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. So make sure you are logging in and listening to our show. Today, we're going to be talking about Resolution Dating 2026. All right. So gear up for that. And let's see, what is it that you have that you are doing in 2026 that you said from 2025? Listen, I'm going to do this for myself when it comes to dating. And even if you are in a relationship, what is it that you're doing to enhance what you already have? All right. So let's go with the Yoli's thought of the day.
Okay, so Yoli started today, not
Mhm.
that big because I'm still working on it,
Okay.
but it has to do with karma because that's kind of a theme
Mm.
that I dealt with this week was karma. Like, do things actually come up back to you, the things that you do, right?
Mhm.
So I was listening to this song the other day. It just random came up on my personal assistant, and
Okay.
it was this song by Madonna. It's called Deeper and Deeper. But some of
Mm.
the quotes in it had to do again with karma.
Mm.
Things that you do are going to come back to you. That's one of the lines in the
Mhm.
song. And
Mhm.
then this week at my job, there was some sort of resolution and karma. I can't get into it, but there was a bit of karma. The thing that bothers me with it is that it seemed to take so long. So,
Mm.
what is it? Is it real? Is there really karma? Do the things that you do actually come back to you, good or bad?
Mm.
And for the ones that do the things that are not that great, does it really take 2, 3, 4, 15 years before it comes back to bite you?
Mm.
Mm.
And, do you therefore think of it like, well, karma exists, and so I should always err on the side of caution
Mhm.
and try to do good so that will come back to me? Or do
Mhm.
you say, throw it and say, whatever, it's not going to come back for the next
Mhm.
20 years. I'm going to have 20 years of a good time. And then
Mhm.
maybe on my deathbed,
Oh
then I'll
my
be like,
God.
oh, yeah, this is why. This is
Oh
why. This is the
man.
karma. Right.
Uh-huh.
So, um, yeah, that was what I was thinking about. I'm still working on that. So, anybody out there that has any idea of how karma works, if you believe in it or don't believe in it, how do you use it to navigate how you treat people or how you treat yourself? What
Mm.
do you think about karma? I actually think that is real. I
Mhm.
just think that sometimes it takes a lot longer for it to come back to others. And I don't really think that's fair.
Mm.
Mm.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's the only
Interesting.
thought. Karma. Is it
Yes.
real? Is it not?
Mm.
Okay. Is karma a religious term?
I don't know.
Is it
I
a
don't know.
a spiritual term like
I don't think the word
Muslims
is. I don't think the
use it?
word is religious or spiritual,
Mm.
but I think that in Christianity, you can see. karma.
I don't think
And I think that's just a word that I don't know where
Just
that word
describes it, yeah. Mhm.
originates from, but I think that you can see that.
for some reason I always thought karma was a religious term from the Muslims, but I could have been wrong at the time.
Mhm.
But I
Or
mean,
maybe
we don't usually
Buddhist or
say-
maybe Hindu. I
Right.
don't think it's Muslim, but
Okay.
I don't think it's from Islam. I don't think it's from Christianity, but I think both of them have stories or lessons that deal with karma,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
The
whether
concept
it's
of it,
long or whether it's short.
Indian.
It's
Indian?
Indian.
Yeah.
So Indian
Mhm.
specifically, like Hindu or
It
one
just
of
says ancient India.
ancient
So,
India.
Indian
Okay.
evolved.
so it's the country,
Mhm.
not a religion.
Central to Hinduism, Buddhism.
There you go.
Hinduism,
Jainism.
Buddhism.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
I
We
figured
give it
that.
last one.
I
Yes.
figured it was a
Mhm.
spiritual thing because I know in Christianity we don't really use the term karma.
Mm-mm.
Recently, I've been hearing people say it, but originally I've always been told it wasn't a thing that we say in Christianity.
Well,
But the
yeah,
concept,
the concept is
Makes sense.
Right.
Everybody's religion.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
that's universal. I think that there's lots of parts, not to go down the rabbit hole of religion today, but I think all of the religions, whether they are one God centered or multi God centered, have the same theme across.
Mhm.
They might not believe everything exactly,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
there are certain parts that have the same theme, like
Mm,
karma.
okay,
And what goes around comes around, and
Right.
those type of
right,
Yeah.
right,
you know,
Do
right.
unto others.
yeah,
Do
as
unto
you,
others,
as
right?
you
So
would
the
do
biblical
unto
aspect
yourself.
of it would
Yeah.
be that, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so in that case, then it would have been easier for me to jump in, but that K word is just like, woo. But yeah, I think that God has His own timing for things, and we don't have our timing, and sometimes we'd like to see somebody get back their due share, within a certain amount of time, and that's even not even up to us because we're not even supposed to rejoice when someone is down, even if they've done something to us. We're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to allow the Lord to take care of the situation, and it's literally independent of you, right? But in our flesh, in our humanity, we always want to see justice. We feel like it's justice.
Mhm.
And then when something happens, then we'll sometimes use that term, okay, there goes the karma, or hey, let's see, there you go. Personally, I would say, see, do unto others, or eventually God is gonna, God's not sleeping in the sleep, and He's
Mhm.
gonna make sure that you get your due recompense sometimes. So no, I don't think it's a calculated time. That's all up to to God on
Mhm.
how He decides to do what He does. But I do think that people will get what they reap, because you sow what you reap.
You reap what you sow.
Mhm.
You reap what you sow. There you go.
There you
Mhm.
go.
For sure.
Mhm.
So that's my thought on it.
What do you think?
I think karma is like we've been saying, karma is relative, and I think like Kimon was saying, human beings want things to happen immediately, but time is also a human concept, right?
Mm.
So a lot of times we want things to happen in a certain time frame, but time is not really even real. So it's going to happen when it's going to happen,
Right.
and when the person is going to be able to receive the lesson that they're supposed to get from, feeling what they've done to others. So that's what I think about it. Like when the person is going to be receptive of it, I think it happens to them. Hopefully, that's what we would like to know. That's what we would like to know.
Right.
Right. And then some people don't even learn from it when the karma
Yeah.
does come back to them. They don't even. It doesn't phase them.
It
so.
doesn't phase them,
So-
or they don't think that's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Exactly.
Sure.
So
They forget.
yeah, or they
I think
forget.
we forget sometimes.
Yeah, they
Right.
forget that this could be because of something you did.
That you've
Right,
done.
your actions.
For sure.
Yeah, something from your actions.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And a lot of times things can be generational too, from the things that your parents did, or
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I really
so-
do feel that our life circumstances are connected to the choices that we make.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So
For
yeah.
sure. Okay. I agree. All right. Well, there you have it. That was Yoli's thought of the day.
Yes.
All right, guys. That's good. If you have a comment about it, just go ahead and put it in the chat. We'll read it. We'll comment and see what you say and shout you out. Thank you for joining us on the Positive Forces Show. You're listening live at in Atlanta. And we are here enjoying the cold, and some
So
people
cold
are having
Atlanta, not hot
Yeah.
a
Atlanta.
cold Atlanta
Cold
right
Atlanta,
now.
not
You're
hot
right.
Atlanta.
I actually am not enjoying the cold. I am not a cold
I never
person.
enjoy the cold, but it's warmer than it has been before.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah, and then the
Nice.
groundhog, like he saw his shadow, he came up or
Yeah.
whatever,
6
Yeah.
more weeks, baby.
right? So now it's probably 5 because that was last week.
Mhm.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
It's going,
Yeah.
It's going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Less is more. Yes. We appreciate
Yeah.
All right, so resolution dating. We want to jump into it. All right, so we talked about when we were on the show last about New Year, new resolutions, and the
Mhm.
things that we've done, and the vision boards that we've created, and a lot of people make promises to themselves and say, hey, for 2026 or it's the new year, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And it doesn't only trickle into or has to do with, long-term plans or any, maybe I want to buy a new car this year, I want to pray more, I want whatever. But there's an aspect of it for dating because that's a part of your life, right? So we're going to talk
Mhm.
about resolution dating in 2026. And there are some new terms, okay, that some of you probably haven't heard before, like hot take. That's a new term. Value based is a new term. And those are clear coding is also a new term. Ever heard of those?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Those are trending words. So we're going to talk about that. So hot take dating. It's like a controversial opinion. You're very strong in your opinion. You have radical transparency. Okay. You're more, you don't longer want the superficial or the value based situationship that some people usually in 2025, situationship was a thing, right? So now it's like 2026, nobody wants the situationship. They just want the radical transparency, being clear and being open and honest, having open and honest communication to save time so people are not wasting their time.
Hmm.
So that's hot take. What y'all think about that? Is it cool?
Cool.
I think it's gonna make things divisive. I think
You
it's
think?
feeding into this whole separation we have between the sexes already. So I'm gonna be already with my things of what I'm not going to, what I don't like, and things that may be controversial to other people instead of trying to find a common ground. So I think it might be more divisive than helpful, but I don't know.
I think
Okay.
it's cool. I think it's cool because we're always talking about, we should be honest in our relationship. So,
True.
transparency to me is honesty. Yeah, everybody might not like what you think and might not like what I think, but I actually don't believe there are people that you won't find somebody that think the same way you do or has the same values you do.
Okay.
So the problem for me with it is that you'll have one person that is partially transparent. And what I mean by that is and I think this still happens, they're going to tell you what you want to hear because they want to get with you. So they're not really being transparent. And like, how do you navigate between the person that actually wants the, what's it called? Hot whitelisting?
The hot take.
Hot take. How do you differentiate beside in somebody that wants to do the hot take and someone doesn't? Because we've all said several times on the Positive Forces show that it takes at least 3 to 6 months to show the real person.
Right.
So, I could say, yeah, I want a hot take. Yeah, I'm in a hot take dating. And then 3 months down the road, you're not really in the hot take dating at all. You just said that because you want to. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
That can
Okay.
happen.
Okay, so we're gonna jump back into it. So listen to clear coding. Clear coding is boldly stating or looking for something serious, long term. You're avoiding the ambiguity of it, and you're saying, "Hey, this is what I want. I want a long term relationship." And then you have some people are saying, "Hey, I don't want a long term relationship. I just want to have fun. I want to hang out, and that's just it. So I just want to be casual, right?" So it's being clear coding. And identifying what you want. All right. Boldly stating what you want. And you have to respect the other person because if you want a long term relationship and the other person said, "Hey, I want something casual,"
not a
you can
match.
just cut it
No.
off just like that.
Yeah.
And it goes straight into that radical transparency thing, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you have another one called value-based alignment, where you share your political views, your lifestyle views, and it's more looking for into emotional intelligence, not
Mm.
surface attraction, and trying to do a deep dive foundational work. She's smiling, y'all. She's laughing. So these are things like the thing I think when I look into this stuff is that many times people take a long time in being specific with what they want. Hey, let me hang out. Let's hang out. Let's have a date. Okay, date or two. And then now most of the time the woman is now wondering what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
So this kind of takes the guessing out of it when you are very transparent from the top. Listen, I don't just date. If I'm gonna date you, I'm hoping that we're gonna court and eventually get into marriage. If not, we're just gonna have fun as friends, right? So just being very transparent is needed. Yeah. Why were you laughing, Yola?
Because I think that these things
Mhm.
are not really trends.
Mm,
I think they have been around for donkey years. I
mhm,
think these
Yes.
things have been around since the courting days.
mhm.
I just think that, like with
They
everything,
put a name to
it's cyclical.
Yeah.
And now we're
Mhm.
just back at the spot where, ooh, this is what we really should do. Let's give it a name.
it.
That's what I think. Let's give it a name. But
Mhm.
these things have been things that have been around forever, that
Mhm.
Yeah.
women have been asking for, that
Mhm.
some men have been asking
Yes.
for.
Yeah.
And we've just been doing this again.
We
talked about that too. Or, there's a scenario where I want something long term, and this person is saying, oh, well, I don't want that.
Mhm.
And then the person that says, I want something real, is holding on to this person that doesn't want that, knowing that this person doesn't want that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's the ones that say, oh, well, I want this long-term relationship. And this person says, well, I don't. But they're going to say, I want it, when they really don't want it. So it's just the same thing over
Yeah.
and over and over.
Same thing.
It's the same thing. It's just recycled. It's like a
True.
recycled regurgitation of things that
Well,
You know?
it puts clarity to what is already out there. It gives it a name, and it helps
Mhm.
people to define and recognize what they want. Because sometimes you are out there, you're dating, you're putting yourself in a situation, and you're even trying to figure out what you want as you date. And then
Right.
some of the times you're like, wait a minute, oh, I kind of like this. Oh, I didn't know I like this. I don't like this, right? So you figure it out as you go. But this just kind of helps people to narrow down, figure out what you want, and this is what it's called. And it just kind of helps, I think. I mean, again, we've been doing this because I know
Yeah.
once I was doing researching this, I was like, I've been doing some of this.
Right,
But
right,
now
right.
there's a
Yes.
name for it.
Yes.
Right,
yes.
right,
A
right.
new name, even though
A
it
new
was
name.
An old concept, new name.
Yeah.
New name.
I think a
Old
lot of
concept,
those
new
are-
name, or a name.
Right. I think it's more like, it sounds like it's like reverse filtering. Like before they used to be like, there's many fish in the sea, keep dating and looking around, like cast a wide net. Now this seems like start from a smaller pool and
Mhm.
be more direct, which is a good thing. But I don't know.
Interesting.
You cut a lot of people out too,
Which is good, I think.
Actually, I like this.
I think
think
so.
that you can still use these trends, come back again, but
Yeah.
still cast a wide net
Yes.
and
yes.
still use these things.
Mhm.
I don't see how you can not cast a wide net and still use these come back again trends.
Mhm.
I think that they go hand in hand, and maybe we're just navigating how to get them to mesh with one another, and we just haven't
Right.
gotten there yet.
Right,
Mm.
right.
Okay.
That's true.
All right. Offline. So we know that online dating is a big thing. And in 2025, it was huge. In 2026, research is showing that people don't really want to do the online dating as much anymore.
True.
So there's
Mhm.
this thing called offline connection,
Okay.
which is no more digital fatigue in person. And people they just want to, maybe they're still doing the online, but it's not as intense. It's not as focused as before. And people are now making plans to be able to go outside and get into social situations and meet people as opposed to sitting on a screen and scrolling. Because when you do that, there is some level of frustration that can come from it. Because we talked about how when you might see a profile of somebody and you're like, oh, I like this profile, and then you're like, wait a minute, what might be the next person, right? And the next person, and you just like, so offline connection, people are just like saying, hey, enough of the online dating now. I want to get out there.
Hmm. Yes, the dating gurus are now calling that get outside.
Or just meeting in person, like meeting
Yes.
people in real life.
Get outside. That's what it's called now.
Okay.
Offline connection.
And people are not
Appreciate.
really online anymore doing the online dating. The trend now is to get outside.
Mhm.
Yes, that's what it's called.
Well, listen, I mean, technology took over a lot, right?
Yes.
And
Mhm.
people, as technology would give us different avenues to maneuver through, people would adapt and go with it.
Mhm.
And then eventually you get tired of it and you go
Mhm.
back to what was traditionally done and even more comfortable, I think.
I
right?
think that's a result of COVID.
Yes.
I do.
COVID,
Yeah, I think that's what did it.
Yeah.
I think that's what did it.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, COVID.
Because it wasn't like online dating wasn't around before, but when
Mhm.
everybody had to be inside,
Mm-hmm.
that's what you did. And then when we got outside again, people were still doing it.
Mhm.
More so than before.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
easy and convenient and not really committal.
Mhm.
That makes sense. COVID. Claudette Brumfield, big up yourself.
My partner.
Happy day to you. Thank you for joining us on the Positive Forces Show. Veronica Ellis, thank you. I know you'll be watching soon. Thank you for being with us as well.
Hi, Mom.
Mommy. All right. There's another trend. Let's see. Lowering and chemistry. Riz, R-I-Z-Z, chemistry.
Oh my goodness.
Dating for the
What?
plot. Chemriz, Chemrizz, tree, Try. Dating for the plot, seeking new experiences, finding unexpected chemistry with people outside of the people that you typically date. So that's boldly stating, I am not going to date the type of person I usually date before. I am going to try new avenues
Okay.
and seeing if there is an unexpected chemistry that could occur. Like, wow, I didn't think that we would have gelled, but we're hanging out, and I kind of like this. Whether it could be race, it could be a white person dating in Asian, or an
Mhm.
Asian dating black, or black dating that could be one aspect of it,
Mhm.
Good.
Or
right?
be a popular
Yes.
person dating a nerd. Or it could be,
That too.
yeah.
The jock
Mhm.
versus the
A
nerd.
jock
Mhm.
dating an anime person.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
I like it. I think just gives people more options, and I love more
Yes.
options. I love
More
options.
options.
Yeah.
you stick to some more options.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
I think it's harder to when you don't do that, you close yourself off to a lot of beautiful people.
Mm.
That's true.
You close yourself off to a whole group of people that you wouldn't normally look at. That might, and then in there might be your person.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
But society does that, I think. I think that even, okay, the dating sites, you would have people that will outrightly say, hey, if you, and they'll say, if you support our current president, then, and if you support our current president, you're not Democratic, don't want to date you.
Mhm.
Or if you are more left wing, more right wing, don't want to
Mhm.
date you. So
Mhm.
people are like really specific about that.
Mhm.
And some people are rigid in saying, hey, even if we have different political views, and because we have different political views, there's no way we can come together. Right. And then so that, that Riz that love chemistry is kind of saying, hey, let's just see if we can deviate from that and be open a little
Mhm.
bit, be open to what somebody else has. Maybe we don't even have to discuss it, but when election time comes, we'll deal with that. But in the meantime, we actually got something going on here. So, and then that's the
Mhm.
thing that people have to decide on. But some people will outrightly say, "Hey, no, if you and I are not the same religion, we can't date."
Right.
Right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Some religions say that too. So
Mm-hmm.
there's
Mm-hmm.
also that.
Mm-hmm. And I was watching something where the man was Muslim and the woman was Christian,
Oh.
and he turned Christian based upon her attributes and how she was and her beliefs and how strong she was in her beliefs. And he was like, wow, I really like your God. And he switched over, right? So
Mhm.
they were together still. Before they got married, they didn't have a religion. They just were together. And they both found religion, and eventually, they didn't just split up, but
Mhm.
the man was just like, wait, I kind of like what you got going on here. So
Gotcha.
many things can occur in between. And given the chance, like you said, Yola, is it's possible
Mhm.
for you
Mhm.
to be able to find love regardless of somebody else having a different opinion.
Mhm.
Yeah, political views or societal norms or restrictions. Some people can get beyond that.
Mhm.
It's
What
possible.
What do you think, Duan? Do you ever see anything like that in your practice when you are with your clients, and like how do you typically help them to navigate through it?
Well, I'm not a marriage counselor, but I always see people like when they're like at the end, like when the relationship is about to implode and things like that. And sometimes it is about the big three, like race, religion, politics. Those things we always say don't bring up on the first date.
Mm-hmm.
Or like we're saying now, maybe we should bring these things up
Mm-hmm.
on the first date and not wait till after we get married and then have kids and say, oh,
Ooh.
now let's talk about religion. So
Right.
I'm at that point. So it's kind of like I agree with bringing the stuff up, the hard stuff up early, because I do see like when the children come, that's the big thing because now your parents are kind of pressuring you to be this way, and their parents are pressuring you to be this way, and you're like, how are we going to raise the kids and things like that. So, yeah, I think a lot of it is knowing up front, like way before, like we're trying to say now in 2026, after all these decades and decades and hundreds of years of dating, that now we should ask these hard questions in the beginning, right? So I think a lot of that is that's what should happen. And like when I see couples, they're like at the end part of the relationship. It's kind of hard to come back from that
Mm.
after the disagreement.
Hmm.
Religion kind of blows up.
Yeah.
Aw.
I
Yeah.
agree with things like that being upfront.
Yes.
Yeah.
My thing is, if we can get the hard stuff out, if these are my core beliefs, my core wants, my core things that I must have in a relationship, if we can get past that,
Mm-hmm.
I think everything else would be easier.
Yes.
Yeah, you can get past
Everything else
anything.
would be lighter. Like
Mhm.
if we have our foundational values in sync, then we're just like, yeah, we believe this together. Everything else is like,
Should
hi.
fall into place.
Mhm.
Keyword should fall into
Should.
place. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's a great start, I think.
Mhm.
And then even with the finances is a big thing though. But
Yes.
when
was
you
the other
meet
one, yeah.
someone,
Mhm.
how do you ask them? I mean, you could ask them what you do, but how do you ask them like their salary?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
they
the
need to come
whole-
up with a thing for that, so we can boldly
Yeah.
state or ask.
Like,
so what's your salary
Like,
range?
bring your W-2 to the first date.
Right. Bring your social. Let me check your credit. What do you do?
Bring your
And your
credit report.
answer should not be. It should be what do you do?
Yeah, but you have jobs where you're like, okay, somebody might say, hey, I'm a project manager, or there's some things you just like, how much does that person make? Like
Right.
do you ask up front? And I think that is eventually going to come up as a trend. Where do you ask up front salary or salary range? Like, how do you ask that and let the other person not feel like, especially if it's a man being asked that, like, okay, are you just in this for me,
For your money.
for my
For the
money?
money.
You know, like how do we navigate through that? How would you navigate through that? How long would you take to, you think it's possible for someone to be together before you ask that kind of question?
I think it should come. I mean, of course, you ask the person what they do, right?
Right.
But it's like noticing behaviors. Like if they always use a credit card, or they never have cash, or they're asking you for money, or if they're borrowing, if they're taking out loans or gambling. So it's paying attention to their financial habits. I mean, you can ask them, but people don't necessarily have to be truthful. That's what we talk about, the transparency part. Because they're gonna say,
Mhm.
I got 100,000 in the bank or whatever, but you don't really know unless somebody's gonna be super honest and show you their banking statements. But I don't
And
think
who's
people are
doing
gonna
that?
do that
Yeah,
because
who's doing that?
finances are really embarrassing to people sometimes. So I mean, I would think you should ask, but also pay attention to their financial habits as much as you can.
Okay.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Maybe you have any questions about that? Or
Questions?
thoughts?
No thoughts. Well,
Like how, if you, so Yola,
So I
how
think-
would you approach it?
well, it's funny. I think that everyone asks, "What do you do?"
Mhm.
And most times the answer is that profession's name,
Mhm.
not the way you probably should answer it, which is unfortunately not very transparent. What do you do is like what you actually do at work on a day-to-day basis, not what your occupation title is, right?
Mm.
But that aside, whole other topic. That aside, the first question would be, what do you do? That's what everyone asks. What do you do?
Right.
I'm an engineer, I'm a school teacher. And then you make assumptions of how much that person makes. And then you could look at, because now you're in this, I'm going to get to know you phase. So we're going to be doing things together, right? And so now you get to see your financial spending habits, even something as simple as how much is this person asking me to buy on the dates that we go on, right? Stuff like that. What the person pays with, paying with cash sounds good, but you might be a drug dealer
On the side.
on the side.
Side
Paying
job.
with a credit card is paying all the time with a credit card is not necessarily a bad thing anymore.
Right.
If you are financially responsible and you want to live like that, you should pay for everything with your credit cards because you get cash back, you get points, it helps your credit, it does a lot of things for you. So nowadays you will see, but what you might want to look at is the type of credit card the person is paying with.
Secure,
So-
unsecured.
Right.
Like,
So
what's your bank?
Right.
Is
Yeah.
that a black card? What is
Right.
that over there?
so I think that asking what do you do is an important question in the beginning.
Mhm.
And then instead of making assumptions of how much that profession makes, then you go with what Dewan said, which is let's see how responsible you are. Are you asking me for money? Are you asking me to split the bill?
But
Are you paying with your credit card? Are you paying with cash? Are you walking out on the date because it was too much food and you just left because you couldn't pay?
Oh
right?
My gosh.
So,
Yes.
Well, I don't know. Reginald Lewis, thank you for joining us. If you have a question or a comment, go ahead and put it in the chat. So the thing with that is, okay, I remember once, right,
Mhm.
that I was dating this man, and he would always want us to go on these nice places,
Mhm.
pick a Maggiano. I mean, just nice. Let's go in the air, flying, because he was a pilot. And I was just like, okay. And in my mind, I'm thinking, this is costly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, we don't always have to go out with somewhere that's so costly, right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, okay, the first time, the second time, the third, the fourth, the fifth. Okay, how are you paying for this? In my mind,
Right.
I'm thinking,
Yeah.
how are you affording
So
this?
your red flags came up already.
My red flags came up. My red flags came up. I'm thinking, how? It's nice. How do I tell him? And so I was just like, you don't really have to. We can do something different. Then eventually, not long after, it was, well, I don't want us to go on. Let's do something now, different now, because all of that took a lot of money, and and it's wearing out. And I was just like, I figured that. Like,
How are you maintaining this?
how are you maintaining this? Was my question. So
Mhm.
sometimes, and you can get into a relationship, and the man will put forth everything up
Yes.
front. You maxed out the cards, right?
Mhm.
And then when it's time to pay the bill, then it's like, oh, I can't do this tomorrow. Or, hey, I can't see you. Let's meet, and then your dynamics change, patterns change. And now
Mhm.
you're wondering, wait a minute, what's going on here? Right. So if people are just more upfront, and I think once a trend comes out, it will
Mhm.
make it easier for the person that's on the receiving end of asking that question, to come out and just kind of give a range, at least a range. And I think it's important that, but then again, somebody could have a high range or a low range, but then they have a lot of expenses too. So,
Yeah, I don't like the range. I think it's great,
Yeah.
but like you just said, I might come out with, hey, I make $100,000 a year, but I might be $100,000 in debt.
Mhm.
So
Exactly. Or more.
yeah,
For sure.
or more. So yeah. Oh, we have
There's
a comment.
question. Yeah.
Reginald said, should a woman ask you to get something for kids on a date?
Mm.
No.
So wait, hold on now. Wait, let's try to figure this out.
No.
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 Look, so you're on a date, and maybe you're like, oh, maybe I should get food for my kid too. That's a no.
Maybe I should get
Food
food
for
for
my
my kids.
Yeah.
And then if he offers to pay, then
That's different.
That's
Don't be
different.
like, I'm gonna order 3 kids meals,
Right.
add it to the bill.
Right.
Don't
Add
do
it to
that.
the bill. No. No,
Don't do that.
absolutely not.
Okay.
If
So,
she does that, men, run.
mm, there you have it. Okay. So,
Sorry. And ladies, don't do that.
mm,
Please don't. I've heard of that.
I
Please
have
don't
heard
do
that,
that.
yeah.
Please don't do that. Don't do it. It's not right.
mhm.
Come on. We're better than
And
that.
I got Johnny and Thing at the house. I know they're
No.
hungry.
Then you the mama.
You should have ate before you left.
Right. I'll go
should've
with
been
that
fed before
even.
you left.
You should have fed
They
the
should've
old
fed them
kids
babies
before they left. Before
Before
you
you
left. Or
Right.
you should buy your children their own food.
Okay. There you have it.
Don't
So-
come for me.
Right.
Thanks, Reggie, for that question. All right. There you go. All right. So micromancing is still a thing.
When the-
Micromancing?
Micromancing, value mini transactions, making sure that your dates are just like minimal. Not
like
being
a coffee date or something?
like a coffee date,
don't
not
worry.
being
okay.
not being too elaborate. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
going on more social dates, maybe a workshop. Yeah.
I heard of this new thing now. It's called wingmanning. Like you bring a
Wingmanning?
friend
I
on
don't
a
like
date.
that. A chaperone on
No.
your date.
Yes, a friend
No.
on the date, or you double date like that. They have like
Double
a
date is fun.
Double date is
They
fun.
have a thing on these dating sites now. Where you and your friends can match together with people, and you all go on a date.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
Well,
Wait,
double
hold
dates
on.
could
I
be
want-
fun.
Let me get clarity on that. Say that again.
1, 2, 3. We on the dating profile.
hmm
We match with 1, 2, 3 guys, and then we all go together somewhere like bowling.
Like
or
a group
something.
date.
Like
So
group
is,
date.
is it? How does that eventually happen? So am I individually doing that? You're
No,
individually
it's
doing
like
that?
it's
Are we
like,
in a group?
it's like 3 profiles linked together,
Oh.
and then
And so
then
they
you
have
match
their
the guys.
3.
Yeah,
So the guys will
like a
have.
roulette.
Okay.
You, like swing
Okay.
the matching, and then y'all be like yes, 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 or no, yes, you, and then when you all
And-
like all 6 gotta be like yeah,
So when
Sounds like a
everybody finds
one-armed
somebody,
bandit.
yeah.
then it's
I like it.
I wonder if that's safe.
This is good for
That'd
introverts.
be safer, yeah.
And it'll be safe.
I would think it would be safer with 3 people. with 6
Yeah.
people.
Well, it won't be
That's
safe
the thing now.
if you don't have friends that have your back.
Is that
Right.
a poly thing?
Other
That's not
than
a
that.
poly
No, no.
swinging thing.
No.
Okay, okay.
Where you
We-
get
No,
that
I don't know. I
from?
just want to know.
But
There's
we
so
like
many different
right
things
now.
out there.
No, you went too far.
I went too far. I wanted
Yes.
to. I wanted to X that out for the people that were thinking. There were some people
Never.
that were thinking that. I want to just
I
X
don't
that
think
out.
so.
So no. So
No.
that's a no.
No.
Okay.
No
So
one
that's
This
a no.
said.
there's dating sites for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have
okay.
their own
No,
sites.
no
Okay.
one. I hope no one was thinking that because no one here said
I'm just
swinging
I didn't say
Hey.
that about
or
swinging.
it's worth
hey,
asking.
we go match with the 3 guys and then we switch in the date. No, we didn't say
Mm.
that.
But
No
yeah,
good.
Interesting.
Okay,
things.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
mean,
Well,
I
that
like
sounds
people-
cool.
People are trying to be intentional in dating, and I like that.
I
like
do.
all the, I mean, even like you said, it's regurgitated.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
At least they're trying.
Going
At
out
least
with
they're
friends
trying.
for dates, and then you know what? What if all 6 of people are
Just
going
still go to
out?
dates.
Yeah, I am still stuck on that. And then one is just like, hey, I gotta actually like that one more. And then they're just like, we actually like this one. And then you're like, do we switch?
I mean, it's
Look at her
kinda-
face. It's like,
it's
what?
Kind of early. So
Too early. Oh, that is okay.
I
don't
say it
know.
was okay. You say, I think you say no.
No, I think you should at least go to the first date, and then after you all talk
Evaluate.
about it,
Mhm.
you say, yeah, because I mean, wouldn't that be messy if your
Mhm.
friend was like, oh, I think I like your guy more,
Mhm.
but your
But what
friend
if they
still
got
likes
the-
that
what
they
if
guy.
resonated
What
more.
if they got
or
the chemistry together?
yes.
It's with them and not you. Yeah, that
This
was
is
the
A.
kind of messy.
That's
Yeah.
messy.
But I mean,
That's putting
happens.
too many people. I think when too many people are in a situation, it can cause if you're not like already solid and say, yeah, we're already dating
But it's-
and it's just
But
we're
it's
all
not a
going out.
situation. This is just
This is
one
This is
date.
the first date, and then you
That's why I
realize-
think that.
I just think
I
it
don't
shouldn't
think
be on
I
the
like
first
it.
date.
Yeah, I
Maybe-
don't like it.
Maybe go on the first date and you say, you know what, I think I like your guy more than my guy. But the date should still finish, and then maybe you guys can do something, especially if that person that you original dating dating didn't feel any chemistry.
right. So, yeah.
Then it wouldn't be a
That could be
problem.
messy.
But
That
you
could
can't be
messy.
going 2, 3, 4 dates and you're like, ooh, I like your guy. No, no.
So the first one, everybody
No.
asked, do we stay together or are we switching? I mean, that sounds like really not.
I don't know. I kind of feel like if it was to happen, the 3 women would have their own side talk if they're
Yeah.
really good friends, and the
Right.
guys would do the same if they're really
Correct.
good
Yeah.
friends, because
Right?
we already do that.
Mhm.
And then it'd be like, Phil wasn't that great, and you
Right.
might say
Bill.
Phil,
Oh,
and you were like, yeah, Bill. Oh gosh, no. And you were like, well, you know what? I think I like the kind of stuff that he was saying. Oh, well, go ahead. I didn't like him anyway.
Oh,
And you were
wow.
like, hey, Fred. Fred was like, you know what? I'm kind of feeling Fred. Okay, let's do that. And then they can make a date. You probably don't want to do a group date after that, 'cause that'd be
Mhm.
awkward.
No,
But-
problematic.
Yeah.
That's why I think when too many people are in the mix, that can cause too much problems. It can. It can. I didn't say it has to, but it can.
Mhm, mhm.
How about we
It
just
can.
have boundaries and say, you know what? I dated this guy one date, and no.
Mm.
Right.
That kind
It's
of
different if
rigid.
this is your boyfriend or something like
Yeah,
that.
but the one
break
date
up and then
thing,
you're like, oh, I like him.
That's
Mm,
different. That's totally
no.
different.
Yeah, that's totally different.
Yeah,
That's
so
totally
there you
different.
go. See?
That's
Yeah.
totally different.
See, not bad. That could work.
Okay. I don't know. All right. So situationships, like we said in 2025, is the thing, was a thing, but people are moving away from that now. Okay. So people are exhausted of the partners who are just fun and but there's no foundational.
Sorry.
There's no foundation. And people are just like, you know what? I'm tired of that. I actually want meat. I want substance. I want somebody that if I'm gonna go out, it's gonna be worth going out and not just feel like I'm wasting time with somebody that I don't think is going to last. And
Right.
I am actually of that opinion. My thing is if I don't feel like we can, first of all, hey, I want long term. So I would say,
Mhm.
hey, long term. So that's why some of these trends, I'm looking at them, I'm just like, I've been doing that. Like I
Mhm.
want long term. Or if I just feel like, hey, I just want to go out to eat and have fun, then it's like, hey, then fine. But I think that people are strayed away from the situationship stuff, and they want more compatibility and more foundational, something solid. Well, you think that's a good thing for? I think that's a good trend that people are moving into.
I'm confused. Okay, because there's a lot happening. Because one on one, because on one end, I have a lot of people coming to see me because they're lonely.
Mm.
So, and then now everybody's like, well, I want to be intentional in dating. But then a lot of women are like, I don't want to date nobody because men are emotionally immature.
Mm.
So I'm kind of like, is this happening or is this I don't know. Because I'm not in a dating scene. But I mean, I don't know.
I think that people are not finding their person. Like somebody like that would say that just haven't met that right person yet. So they're just like, hey.
Okay.
That's what I think. I think when people find their person, they'll have a different opinion. They'll have a different opinion.
You gotta go outside to find people now
Mm-hmm.
because everybody's getting off dating. So I guess I'm just confused about the dating scene right about now.
It's people say it's a puddle
Yes,
filled with a lot of gore.
it's muddled.
Gore.
A lot of urine.
Because
It
like
is.
the situation shifts, and people want to get married, and people don't want to get married, and people want to have houses that live next to each other, but you don't see each other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people want
that's
to
a big
live
thing,
separate,
too.
want to be married, and not live in the same house,
Right.
and
Yeah.
this and the other, and
I'm
la
just like,
la la.
Maybe 2026 will all get on one accord. That's what I think needs to happen.
I think that should be a goal.
Yes. Like, are we dating? Are we staying single? Or
Right. What are we doing?
Are we now? The polyamorous people coming in there, and then.
But that's being upfront from the beginning, like what we talked about.
I kind of feel like
Hot take.
polyamorous people
take.
are up front. Don't you? Are they?
Yeah. Well, I think so.
some are, some are not.
Okay,
Okay.
that sucks.
Some
Mm.
are, some are not. Because
So the ones that are not, they'll just go in a relationship with somebody, and then
Yes.
eventually they try
They'll
to
be like,
slowly try
my
to.
partner or my wife.
That's
Or
true, you
husband.
know, because
Yes.
I remember a
'Cause,
couple
yeah.
years ago, I saw this MTV show. I love these shows. It was called,
No more
Um,
MTV though, right?
I don't know.
I think they went away with it. There's no more MTV.
Oh no, they don't do music videos anymore. They still sell their shows.
Okay.
So, yeah, MTV has, I think it's still in existence, the show called I'm in a Secret Relationship. Help, I'm in a secret relationship.
Oh, yes,
Right.
I did see.
And there was one where this guy had dated this woman for a while,
Mm.
only for her to find out, because he was hiding things, only for her to find out that he is in a polyamorous relationship. And he
Oh.
had several wives. And
Oh,
all the
several.
wives lived in the same house with him. And
Not
all of a
several.
sudden he decided, today I'm going to introduce you to all my other wives.
Today.
Only because he got caught.
I remember
Yeah,
that was-
Only because he got caught. So you're right. They're
Yeah.
not always upfront, because he could have told her from the beginning. She was straight up. She says, no, this is not for me, period.
Right.
Mm.
And that was the end of it.
Honesty.
But then they had wasted a year just getting to that point.
Yo, that's a waste.
Yes,
That is
yes.
a waste
A
of
whole
a
year.
whole year. I would feel lied to. I would
Yeah,
feel,
she was furious.
Oh, man.
Luckily for her, she was a young woman. He wasn't, but she was.
Man.
But he didn't
Dang.
lose.
But so many people
There
are
are like
in
6
these
wives at home.
marriages and don't even tell.
Right.
No. Yeah.
Because they
All
don't
the
wear
time.
rings.
No.
And they
How
just
would you
don't
know?
tell. And then that puts up those people in danger.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a woman married to a man, and the woman didn't tell the man, and then the two men find out about each other. Puts people in a very sticky situation.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Reginald said, how many people can you see at the same time until you find the right person?
At the same time. Okay.
Dating multiple people.
But I'm like, wait a minute.
Okay.
I was like, wait a minute. What's going on? Okay.
That's up to you.
Yeah.
How many people? You know what? That's up to you. I really do believe that. But I also believe that you need to say I'm dating multiple people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be upfront.
And yes, and you have to explain what dating is for you,
Mm.
because that is
Yes.
different from everybody. That might
Mhm.
be just going out on dates and meeting different people and talking to people and getting to know somebody until you pick the right person. It could be that and physical with a bunch of different people, which is dangerous. But people do that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I was just reading an
Mhm.
article. This lady went on 400 first dates in a year. 400.
That's too much.
Yeah.
There's a movie.
I
Wasn't there a
used to-
movie like that? There's a movie like
Yes.
that.
But
It is
she
what's
was
it
trying to
called?
find her
51st
person.
Dates? No, not that
I
one.
don't remember the name of it.
She
There's a
went
movie
on
like
400
that.
first dates
And they
trying to find
sued
her
him.
person.
It was a dating app game movie. It was a dating app movie. I forgot the name of it. And the guy went on. I think it guarantees you to find your love within like the first 1,000, within 1,000, yeah. And he dated 999, the same thing within a
Ooh.
certain period.
Mhm.
And he counted it. He would list it off, and it was never no, 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 no. She's not the one. He's always finding something. And 999, he found one lady that he really liked. And then when she found out what he was doing, she didn't like him anymore. And it was a really good movie though. And they went to court, and he
For
was
what?
Why?
because it was 1,000 dates, and he didn't find his person, and there was a guarantee on the
Oh.
app.
Okay.
The app gave a guarantee. That was a really good movie.
But he did find this person. She just didn't want him
So
anymore.
eventually, when they went to
Right, so
court
they
and
were
it
weird.
came out, and then they had to just say forget it. Yeah,
No, okay.
it was a good movie.
But that lady, I was following two women on social media that were doing something like that. I don't remember how many days they went on, but it was this, I'm going to date different people. What was it called? I forgot, but she would go on like one date a day or one date every couple of days or whatever. And her intention was to find her person. So it wasn't really anything else except finding her person. It's a lot of dating.
Yes.
It's been a lot of people.
Yes.
I can imagine. That's cool ish. That's if you have a lot. That should be tiring. Oh my god,
You gotta have a lot of free time.
that's a lot. That's tiring. Okay. Value. So value based was one of the trends that we talked about.
Mhm.
And how do you handle conflict? How do you so it's literally trying to figure out the value, that person's value. Asking them like, how do you handle conflict? Do you want quiet time? Do you want to take a space? Do you go to your car and take a drive? Do you talk about it immediately? Figuring out or identifying what your values are, or your quirks, or your practices, and being able to let the other person know, like, listen, if I'm upset, just give me some time. Or if I'm upset, I need some space. Value based. And making sure that when you meet each other, that's a thing that you talk about up front.
Right.
So it eliminates problems. It's really.
I just
Should
have
be
a,
ringing.
okay. Let me ask a question. So I think like everybody's getting closer and closer to arranged marriages at this point.
Really?
Yes. What was that show with the
Yes.
Indian matchmaker lady, right?
Yes, Auntie
I'm like,
Seema.
Auntie
Shout out to
Seema.
Auntie Seema.
At this point, like 400 dates or 1,000 dates and these trends, and it's just like when does it end? When is it enough? Like when are you gonna continuously looking for your person? These apps are making billions of dollars on people trying
Sure
to find
do.
love. So let's just do the arrangement.
Who arranges it? The parents?
The show we're talking about is an Indian matchmaker lady.
Yes, it's.
Oh,
and
so
I
it's a
think that's what the show
particular
is called, isn't it?
person. Okay.
I think it's called
That's
Indian
why, like,
Matchmaker.
this is
And there's
some
different ones.
matchmaking.
There's like the Indian matchmaker, there's a Jewish matchmaker,
Yeah.
there's a Muslim one.
Mhm.
I've never seen a
really?
Christian one.
Mhm.
I need to
I
go
think I
on
should
one.
have
Black
one, but
ones,
doesn't.
is that
Yes.
somewhere? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go on
yeah,
it and I'll let y'all know.
Okay.
I'll be the guinea pig.
Okay. But in the one with Auntie Seema, that one, she is the matchmaker. So she has a book with a log with several people on all of their stats, their profile, and everything. And she takes the time to match who she thinks should go together. What I love about that show is that they interview other couples that are
Yes.
already in arranged marriages, and they talk about how it works for them. And I just love that whole concept.
Maybe that's what we should do. So.
Maybe that because all of the trends come back again, and things that you would think you should know but you don't, and things that have been around since the courting Bridgerton days, and things that have been around since the 70s and the 80s and donkey years, even well,
Easy.
our word does not really have a description or how you should date. It isn't.
Mhm.
It has lots of themes about, not themes, but relationships and how you should love and how you should do it, but not how you should date.
Mm.
Right. So that leads me to think that even that time was an arranged marriage time. So maybe
Mm.
that's what it is. Maybe we're supposed to be arranged marriage.
I'm
Maybe
saying.
that should never have stopped to begin with. And maybe not everybody can be in an arranged marriage
think
because
so.
not everybody's profile is up to par. However,
that's
wouldn't
true.
it be amazing if your profile was not up to par, but you were forced, for lack of a better word, to make your profile up to par, to do the self work that would make you a candidate for somebody?
Mm.
Wouldn't that be something?
Oh, yes.
Then we have an
Preach it to the
arranged
choir.
marriage.
Preach it to the choir.
Reggie said it's complicated. I agree.
It is.
Final
but it don't gotta
thoughts.
be. See, arranged marriage.
Final
Where's
thoughts.
that?
It's what
Arranged marriages, guys.
Relate
I gotta talk to my
relationships
mom.
are complicated.
Like
And-
find him.
And like Kimon says, relationships are a lot of work. Why?
yeah,
Don't we already have a lot of work to do? Don't
Yeah,
we
work.
already do a lot of work?
exactly.
Do a lot of work at work.
Oh, I'm
These
exhausted.
kids.
Final thoughts. We got 2 minutes. Let's go.
Final thoughts. Go ahead,
Final
Dewanda one.
thoughts. Who's
Okay.
next? Who's next?
I'm not
Like,
gonna
okay.
be morbid anymore, and I don't think arranged marriage is a word, but I'm gonna say this. I think the love journey, the love has been filtered out by capitalism. So I think a lot of this is built on not people not being together is making a lot of people a lot of money, right? Keeping people apart is making people a lot of money. Podcasters are making a lot of money for keeping people apart. So I think a lot of this has to do, if we took all that stuff out, you have to pay to see this person or swipe here or this seminar or webinar to meet people.
Workshops. Yeah.
Workshops is it's just a lot. Like Reginald said, it's complicated.
Mhm.
They're making it too complicated, and it's a lot of financial backing to keep people apart. So I don't know, if you took all this stuff out, maybe it would be different. Maybe it'd be less complicated. It wouldn't be as much work, and people would be more willing to try. Because getting rejected 1,000 times on the app doesn't do much for self-esteem.
Sure doesn't.
It'd be good money for you.
True.
To
True.
your point.
To your point, exactly. To my point, exactly. So
Yeah.
I'd rather be making money to keep relationships together, right?
I love that.
So,
Mhm. That's good.
I don't know, guys.
Hey. Final thought, Yola.
Oh, my final thought.
Thank you,
Wow.
Dewan.
We
You're
talked
welcome.
about so much today that I guess my final thought is that at what point, I guess it's a question, at what point are we going to stop this merry-go-round, this hamster wheel, this regurgitation, and actually just sit and be honest with one another? And that's it. And actually find your person. Because I mean, after all is said and done, we just want to be with our person. And
Well, for
I
those
don't
that
I don't
for those that want
understand
to.
why that has to be so hard. It should not be complicated. I think that we've talked about this so many times in the Positive Forces show, how we think that it should happen. And still we're just not getting there. So I don't know. Don't give up and try to be honest. And remember, love. It's not supposed to be complicated. If it's complicated, run away.
Run away.
That's my final thought.
Yeah.
If it's complicated, run for the hills.
It's not your person.
Because it's not supposed to be complicated.
Right.
We have so many other complications.
Right.
That should not be it.
That's good. All right. There you have it. Thank you so much for joining us on the Positive Forces show. Make sure that whatever you do, you're honest with yourself. You're honest with the person that you're talking to. Do not put up a facade. Do not try to be somebody else that you're not, because you're going to be wasting time in the end. Somebody is going to feel as if you lied to them. You've wasted their time. You've catfished them, and it's not fair. And if someone did that to you, would you like it? Think before you do things. Pray about the things that you do. Pray about the person that you're with. If you're going to date, have fun. But be clear, be true, Be yourself. Thank you so much for being with us. You Choose Radio. Big up yourself. Reggae Global Radio. We want to say thank you. Marlon, you don't know. DJ VJ Smiles, and of course, Ross Dougal and the rest of the family. Thank you so much for being with us, y'all, on the Positive Forces Show. Y'all take care. Bye bye. Oh, man.